welcome to another RSR. Today, I wanted to give my thoughts on the very rumored but very likely Josef Martinez to Inter Miami CF deal, because it seems like it's very close to being done. And I was like, even though I got another video to make today, I felt like, why not double it up? It's two different audiences, and this is a video I think that needs to be made because this is a big deal in MLS history. A big deal. Josef Martinez let go by Atlanta United to Inter Miami, another Southeastern team in the Eastern Conference. They need a striker to replace Gonzalo Higuain, and they got it. Because here's the thing about Josef Martinez. He was still good in spurts last year. I don't think he fit Gonzalo Pineda's system. I do think he fits Phil Neville's system. I do think Josef Martinez needs a change of scenery, and he's getting that. And it's a similar scenery, but different. And Miami's done well with players like this. Alejandro Pozuelo, of course, did well with him as a center attacking mid this second half of 2022 season, playing with Higuain. I don't know if Pozuelo stays. I hope he does. But it's possible he goes to Saudi as well, so I've heard. But they did well, getting a player that I wouldn't say had discontent with Toronto, but Toronto didn't want Pozuelo. They didn't want to keep him. Bradley didn't want to keep him. They sent him off, made him happy because of his connections in Miami, of course. They made him happy, sent him on to Miami, played well there. Sad, that was a sad move, but again, still a big fan of Alejandro, but that's not the point. But Miami's done well with players like this. As well, Miami has a system. They have an identity, and they can build on that identity. And Miami is a very tough team. They're a tough team. They played well in 2022. I think 23 will be a very similar season once they fill those holes. But Josef, honestly, right now is better than Higuain when he came into Miami and pre-2022. We thought Higuain was completely kaput, completely washed going into 2022. Pozuelo played with him, and he looked like he aged back 5 years, even though he retired at the end of the year. He looked like 5 years ago, Gonzalo Higuain. But Josef right now is better than the Higuain that went into the 2022 season. So I think this is actually an upgrade, frankly. Josef Martinez is still a wonderful striker in MLS, and I think he's starting to get back to his old form incrementally. But I think this is the thing that pushes him back to old Josef. The old Josef. Now, maybe not exactly 2017 Josef or the King Josef, but 2019 Josef. That's still pretty good. He's still got talent. He's still got heart. He's still got fight. He's still got pace. He still scored goals last year in a system that didn't want him at all under Pineda. So I think personally, Miami just absolutely pulled some highway robbery here. Legitimately. They got the situation of rehabbing players that have some discontent, build them back into stars, and do your job. DeAndre Yedlin came back to MLS, and I'm not saying he had discontent with the Sounders, but he was in Europe. Like he was Like he was a star in Seattle, turned now he's a star again. Miami is good at picking players off the scrap heap or the discontentment heap and saying, hey, you're going to be a star here. You're going to be a good player. We like you. Do your job. Play well for us. That's what they're starting to do. And I like it. I legitimately like it. Like 2 years ago, I thought, this is just David Beckham's vanity project. No, they're good. They are legitimately good. Phil Neville's actually a good coach. legitimately did not expect that at all. But he's better than Diego Alonso. Shouldn't Phil Neville be at the World Cup and not Diego Alonso? Whatever. It's weird though, right? I mean, come on. Phil Neville. Yes, he was great with the Lionesses of England. But I did not expect that to translate. It didn't really translate in 21. It's starting to translate now. And I think as time goes on, he's going to be a damn good coach in MLS. He already is, but I think 2021 sort of a black mark that he's got to have to wash away. And it's sort of washing away. But it's like a sock where you pour soda on a sock. Like it falls on your sock. Not pour it, but it falls on your sock and you wash it like 5 times and it's still not gone, but it's like fading every single time. Yeah, that's exactly what he's got to do with that 2021 season. It's sort of washing away, but you can still see the faint history of it. Like it's there. It's still there. But he's washing it away. And I think if he has another 2 or 3 seasons like last year and they're on their way, people are going to be like, yeah, Phil Neville, talented manager, unlike his brother. As long as he doesn't lose 8-2 to frickin' Seattle or something, I mean, yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, it was. I think I'm actually giving Gary Neville more credit for the Valencia loss. That was supposed to be a Valencia joke, but I think I may have got the scoreline wrong. Not going to lie. But, yeah, Josef Martinez to Miami for 2023 and an option year in 24. Great move. Great move. And I'm sure he'll play 24 with Miami. And this is a great move. This is one of the most shocking but greatest moves in MLS history. I'm calling it now. Miami will win an MLS Cup with Josef Martinez as a player on their team. Maybe not these first 2 years, but if he stays and he plays to a level we think and he stays, because at this point, he kind of has to stay in MLS. If he stays and plays more than 2 years with Miami, I don't think it'll be 23 or 24. 25 or 26, I think Miami's MLS Cup champions. Well, what they're doing with Josef Martinez, it's going to pan out. And it's going to be longer than just a year or 2. He'll be there for 4 or 5. He's going to end his... Okay, maybe not end his career in Miami. I'm sure he could get a good payday in, like, Saudi and end his career there. Or go home to Venezuela and play there. Or go home to South America and end his career there. But who knows? But MLS-wise, I'm sure Miami's going to be the last chapter of his MLS story. And there's going to be some trophies there. MLS Cup, Open Cup, Supporter Shield. I think Miami's on a trajectory up, and Josef Martinez will easily, not to the moon, but into the stratosphere. For now. It's not going to be instant, you're there. No. It's not like a crypto to the moon. You're on your way. You're on the climb. You know? You're on the climb, but the thing is they need to build more to accelerate. But they'll get there. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, Miami just made a great move. Simple as 9 minutes. I could have easily done a short on this, but I felt like why not do a full video. 2 uploads today. Who would have expected that? Well, that being said, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us a plus. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you later tonight for NFL Wild Card Saturday review. Still doing it. But here we are. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.